It's time again for another news roundup video. It's been a while since I've done one of these. I really only do it when the various private servers that I cover only have a small amount of news and nothing to really make its own video about. So with that out of the way, let's go ahead and go through all of the different private servers that I follow and see what they're up to. First things first, Azeroth at War. There's no news on a Beta 2 at the moment. We're expecting at the end of summer or early fall roughly, though it's not really confirmed. But beyond that, they have announced the Treasure Trail system, which is based on the Captain Sanders quest or RuneScape clue scrolls. They will be divided in by level bracket, so you will find some from level 1 to 10, 20 to 30, and so on, with later endgame ones even taking you into dungeons and raids, possibly PvP ones, but that's up for debate. And from there, once you do the 2, 3, 4 steps that it requires, you will receive a little loot box at the end, which will have level appropriate items. Speaking of RuneScape, let's move on to World of RuneScape. The alpha, as of right now, is on hold until the core change happens. If you did not know, I believe he was working on a 3.3.5 Azeroth core client. That's just me guessing, I actually don't quite know. But either way, he is changing the core of his server. To what? We don't know. He has not really announced what core it is going to be as of right now. But until that happens, he is currently mapping out the members areas such as Darkmire and the Fremnik areas, so we get to see a bunch of new areas to explore once they're available. Project Epoch has finally wrapped up their last beta and are working on finishing up any bug fixes, class designs, everything, wrapping up so that it can go into a full launch in the next couple of months. So besides that, there really is nothing else left to talk about Project Epoch. Revelation WoW seems to be on hold for now, as Wrecked by Faith wanted to take a month off for schoolwork, which is fine, but as of when they said that they were going to take a break, it has almost been a month, so I expect Wrecked to come back fairly soon, with everyone else jumping back on board to finish working on Revelation WoW. From what Wrecked has said, the level 1 to 50 areas are pretty much done, at least mostly done, with the level 50 to 60 stuff still needing a lot of work. They are also working on a new outlaw system, so you can go neutral and attack both factions. With Turtle WoW, I just recently made a whole video on their brand new jewel crafting, so you can go check that out if you want to. Other than that, they are going to be bringing out an update to update the various dungeon loot from older dungeons as well as newer dungeons. And their Telebim server, which is their PvP server, is soon going into Phase 3, which is the war effort of Anchorage. For Duskhaven, unfortunately there is nothing to announce as of right now. We still do not know any news on when the alpha or beta is going to happen. Possibly the closed alpha is happening right now. I actually do not know if it is or not. I was not invited, unfortunately, but we don't have any information on the closed beta or even the open beta. Wallcraft. So with Wallcraft, he recently just put out a couple of posts and some small few second long clips of AI companions that you can obtain by gathering an item from an NPC called Joanna based on Joanna's guides. When you have this item on you, according to what Wall said, you can type in a simple command prompt which will allow your alts to turn into AI companions to follow your main character around and fight alongside you. Basically a legal way of multi-boxing with bots. While there is no news as of right now on the legacy of Lordaeron, I do have some insider tips, and I'm not going to spoil them just yet, but be sure that it is juicy. So whenever we get the go-ahead to bring it publicly, stay tuned for that. And the last thing on my list is the Hour of Twilight server. It's been about a year since the last public test. They plan on going into another test, which will be held June 19th and run for 2 weeks long. They did say that there's going to be a lot of brand new back-end changes, new dungeons, and new affixes. So with that, that's pretty much all of the smaller, short news from the various private servers. I hope you enjoyed this small little news update video. If anything bigger comes along, of course I will cover it separately. Until then, it might be a while before you see another one of these videos, though I do cover each of these private servers, including other ones individually. So if you want to see more news, updates, gameplay, reviews of the various private servers of World of Warcraft, make sure you like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.